Hello students, welcome to my Excuse Me Max channel. This is my first video for Visvesvaraya Technological University, VTU, Karnataka. I am starting with first year second semester Advanced Calculus and Numerical Methods. Here I will provide very important previous year university questions with solutions as a notes of the subject to get through easily in this subject, as well as to get very good marks in this subject. Do subscribe and share this channel to your friends. Thank you. Now let us go to the class 1. So we start with module 5. So interpolation and extrapolation. What is interpolation and extrapolation? Here by name itself we know inter means inside and extra means outside. Let x is equal to x0, x1, x2, etc. xn. Then if our values of f of x exist within this interval, that is x0, x1, etc. xn, is called interpolation. That is, if the f of x values comes inside this interval x0, x1, etc. xn is called interpolation. Similarly for extrapolation, let x is equal to x0, x1, etc. xn. Then if our values of f of x exist outside this interval x0, x1, etc. xn is called extrapolation. Next, coming to the Newton's-Gregory forward interpolation formula. To find y is equal to f of x at x is equal to x0 plus rh, that is f of x0 plus rh is equal to y0 plus r into delta y0 plus r into r minus 1 by 2 factorial delta square y0 plus etc. That is, it goes on, is your formula. And this formula is used when your f of x is near the beginning of the table. Here r is any real number and your h is interval of difference. So what is interval of difference? The difference between the consecutive values of x is the interval of difference. That is, you will be having your x column in your table. So the difference between your consecutive x values is the interval of difference. That is, you have x1 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x3 minus x2, like that. And x0 is your first term in your table. And your r is equal to x minus x0 by h. And you have delta y0, delta y1 and delta yn. So your delta y0 is equal to y1 minus y0 and delta y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 and etc. it goes on, and delta yn is equal to yn plus 1 minus yn. So this is your Newton's forward interpolation formula. Similarly, Newton's Gregory backward interpolation formula. To find y is equal to f of x at x is equal to xn plus rh, f of xn plus rh is equal to yn plus r into delta yn plus r into r plus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square yn plus it goes on, is your Newton's backward interpolation formula. And this formula is used only if your f of x is near the end of the table, where r is any real number. Similarly, your h is the same interval of difference. Xn is last term in your table, and here r is equal to x minus xn the whole divided by h. So now we will pass on to the questions. First question, find y of 1.4 given that x values are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so some 5 y values are given in the table. Here you have to find f of x at x is equal to 1.4. So f of x is 1.4, which comes beginning of your x values in the table. That is, 1.4 lies between this 1 and 2. So since it is beginning of the table, we use forward interpolation formula. Now we construct the forward difference table. write the x values and y values in their respective columns. And now we have to find out delta y, delta square y, delta cube y and delta power 4y. So put separate columns for these delta y, delta square y, etc. So first, coming to the delta y column, you know delta y naught is equal to y1 minus y naught. Your y1 is 26 and your y naught is 10. So subtract these two. So you get 26 minus 10, 16. So this becomes 16. Similarly, you find out delta y1. So delta y1 is y2 minus y1. So that is equal to difference between these two, y2 minus y1. So 58 minus 26. So which is equal to 32. Similarly, the other two values, delta y2 is equal to y3 minus y2. So that is equal to, so difference between y3 and y2. So 112 minus 58, which is equal to 54. Now next, delta y3. So before that, put your corresponding values in the table. So here 32 and y2 minus y3 is 54. So 54. Next, del y cube is equal to y4 minus y3. That is these two is equal to 194 minus 112 is equal to 82. So this is 82. Similarly, to find del square y. So del square y naught is equal to del y1 minus del y naught. So that is equal to del y1 minus y naught is 32 minus 16, which is equal to 16. Del square y1 is equal to del y2 minus del y1. So which is equal to, so del y2 is 54 minus 32, which is equal to 22. Next, del square y2 is equal to del y cube minus del y2. So the difference between these two. So which is equal to 82 minus 54, which is equal to 28. So now put your values in the table. This is 16 and this is 22 and finally 28. So now this will be your del square y naught and this is your del square y1 and this is your del square y2. Then to find del cube y. So first value, del cube y naught is equal to del square y1 minus del square y naught. That is the difference between del square y1 is 22 minus 16, which is equal to 6. Similarly, del cube y1 is equal to del square y2 minus del square y1. That is del square y2 is 28 minus del square y1 is 22, which is equal to 6. Now put the values in the table. So this will become 6 and this is also 6. So this will become So this is del cube y naught and this is del cube y1. Finally, to find del power 4y, so we have del power 4 y naught is equal to del cube y1 minus del cube y naught, so which is equal to 6 minus 6, that is equal to 0. So this is 0. Now to find y is equal to f of x at x is equal to 1.4 is, you have the formula, Newton's forward interpolation formula. F of x is equal to y naught plus r delta y naught plus r into r minus 1 by 2 factorial delta square y naught plus r into r minus 1 r minus 2 by 3 factorial delta cube y naught plus etc. Here you know the values of y naught and delta y naught, delta square y naught and delta cube y naught, and also delta power 4 y naught. Only thing you have to find out is r value. So your formula is r is equal to x minus x naught by h. So you know x is equal to 1.4. So this is the given value, which is the value you are going to find out. That is the value of f of x at x is equal to 1.4. So this is your x value. Next, x naught is your first term. So this is your x naught. X naught is your first term in the table, which is equal to 1. So h is the common difference between the x values. That is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Similarly 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So this is the common interval between the x values which is equal to 1. So therefore to find out r, which is equal to x minus x naught by h, so substitute the values 1.4 minus 1 by 1, which is equal to 0.4. So therefore your r value is 0.4. So finally substitute in the formula. So y is equal to f of 1.4 is equal to y naught plus del y naught plus r into r minus 1 by 2 factorial del square y naught plus etc. So is your formula. So that is equal to, so now we substitute y naught value. So your y naught value is equal to 10. So substitute your y naught value here, which is equal to 10, plus r value 0.4. So 0.4 into, substitute your del naught value from your table, so which is equal to 16 into 16. So plus r is 0.4. So 0.4 minus 1 by 2 factorial. So 2 factorial is 2 into 1 into delta square y naught. So your delta square y naught is again 16. So here substitute delta square y naught as 16 plus r into r minus 1 by r minus 2 factorial, that is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 and 0.4 minus 2 by 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1 into delta cube y naught. So your delta cube y naught is 6. So you substitute delta cube y naught into 6 plus, so from your table your delta power 4 y naught is 0. So this will become 0. So that is equal to 10 plus 16 into 0.4 is 6.4 plus, you can cancel 2 and 16 as 8. So 0.4 minus 1, this will become minus 0.6. So that is equal to 0.4 into minus 0.6 into 8 plus 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 is minus 0.6, and 0.4 minus 2 is, which is r minus 2, is minus 1.6, and you can cancel 3 into 2, 6, and 6 you get cancelled, so which is equal to 14.864. Y is equal to f of x at 1.4 is 14.864 is your answer. So next question, given sine 45 degree is equal to 0.7071, sine 50 is equal to 0.7660, sine 55 is equal to 0.8192, and sine 60 is equal to 0.8660. Find sine 57 using an appropriate interpolation. So here they have given some sine degrees and their values, and the question is asked to find out sine 57 degree using an appropriate interpolation. Now we'll see the solution for this question. First write down what is to be found out. To find y is equal to f of x is equal to sin x at x is equal to 57. So you have to find out sin 57 value. Here sin 57 degree is near the end value of the table. That is your sin 57 lies between 55 and 60, which is the end value of the table. So we use Newton's backward interpolation formula. Now we construct the difference table for this. Write the x values in their respective columns, and now we have to find out del y, del square y, and del cube y. So this is your y0, and this is your y1, and this is your y2, and this is your y3. So del y0 is equal to y1 minus y0. So which is equal to y1 is 0.7660 minus 0.7071. So which is equal to, the difference of these two is 0.0589. So that is the difference between y1 and y0 is 0.0589. The next, del y1, which is equal to y2 minus y1. So that is equal to 0.8192 minus 0.7660, which is equal to the difference of these two is 0.0532. So the difference between y1 and y2 is 0.0532. So next is del y2, which is equal to y3 minus y1. So that is equal to the difference between y2 and y3, the 0.8660 minus 0.8192, which is equal to, the difference of these two is 0.0468. So that is the difference between these two is 0.0468. So this is your del y0, so this is your del y1, and this is your del y2. Next, find out del square y. Del square y0 is equal to del y1 minus del y0. So which is equal to, del y1 value is 0.0532 minus del y0 is 0.0589. The difference of del y1 minus del y0 is minus 0.0057. So this is minus 0.0057. So since the biggest number has negative sign, we get the negative value. Next, del square y1 is equal to del y2 minus del y1. So which is equal to, the difference of del y2 minus y1 is 0.0468 minus 0.0532. which is equal to minus 0.0064. So the value of these two is minus 0.0064. So this is your del square y0 and this is your del square y1. Similarly, to find del cube y0 is equal to del square y1 minus del square y0. So which is equal to the difference of del square y1 minus del square y0 is minus 0.0064 minus of minus 0.0057. So which is equal to minus 0.0064 minus into minus plus 0.0057. So the difference of these two is minus 0.0007. So this is minus 0.0007. Now find out R value. Since f of x is equal to sine 57, which is near the end value of the table, that is between 55 and 60, we take xn is equal to 60 and our x is equal to 57. So x is equal to 57 and our h is equal to the difference between the x values. So 50 minus 45 is equal to 5, 55 minus 50 is 5 and 60 minus 55 is 5. So therefore the difference between the x values is 5, which is our h value. Therefore our R is equal to x is 57 minus xn is equal to 60 divided by 5. So that is equal to minus 3 by 5, that is equal to minus 0.6. So therefore our R is equal to minus 0.6. So our Newton's backward formula is y is equal to f of sine 57 is equal to yn plus r delta yn plus r into r plus 1 by 2 factorial delta square yn plus r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 by 3 factorial delta cube yn plus etc. And our R is equal to minus 0.6. So now we have got all the values of yn, del square yn and del cube yn, and our R is equal to 0.6. So substitute all these values in the Newton's backward formula and get the solution. So which is equal to, so since xn is 60, our yn is 0.8660. So substitute for yn 0.8660 plus our R is minus 0.6 into delta yn is 0.0468 plus minus 0.6 into minus 0.6 plus 1 by 2 factorial is 2 into 1 into our del square yn is minus 0.0064 plus r into r plus 1 r plus 2 by 3 factorial is minus 0.6 plus 1 minus 0.6 plus 2 by 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1 into our del cube yn is minus 0.0007. So substitute for del cube yn minus 0.0007. So after simplifying this, you get 0.8387 is your answer. So therefore our sine 57 is 0.8387 is the solution of this question. Thank you for watching this video. We will see the next problem in the next video. Please subscribe and share this video to your friends.